Morning, everybody. Jason, PJ, Hollis Farms. About the time me and PJ left yesterday, we ran into a storm headed north, and it came through here. I thought it was worse than it is, but there ain't any water standing. Biggest thing I was a little worried about is that chemical needs to stay on that grass and stuff so many hours, or it kind of washes away and don't work right. I'm hoping we beat that. But another thing I was really worried about is the loggers getting ready to move back in, but I don't think it's going to be an issue. They may not be able to move right back in on the clear cut we was working on, and that's the main thing that I don't like to start a block and not finishing it. I think we'll get that before it's over with. We may have to, and me and PJ's fixing to jump on the buggy and kind of ride around and check it out. They still had like maybe 3 or 4 days before they coming. So if we don't get any more rain, it's supposed to get hot today. Sun's already up and bright. I think they could for sure work on some thinning. That's what we was gonna do the rest of the summer, is work on thinnings after we get through this clear cut. So we may have to start on one of them before they finish this clear cut. But let PJ run around a little bit, and then we're gonna kind of ride and look. And I thought it was gonna be too wet to do any tractor work, but I got a little grading that I'm wanting to straighten up after that last big storm a few years ago. It washed on the road in a couple of places. I need to work on a little ditches, a couple of ditches with the straight blade. I think it's gonna be dry enough to do that. Alright, so it's not near as wet as I thought it would be. I'm right here on our main road right here. This road holds up real well. It's nice if I can find some logging to do right off this road, because this road, it's always just about gonna be good and it's easy to keep up. But right through these short pines, let me drive through there. Alright, so this group of pines here is probably 7, 8 years old, and I told the guy the other day, the logger, if we come in here, we got about, I don't know, 100, 125 yards till we get to the big timber. I'm gonna get them to take their cutter and just make me a swipe down, maybe down both sides, so I can get some daylight on this thing, because we use this road a lot and it just don't never really dry out good. It's pretty dry right now, but if we could get some sunshine when the sun comes over, it would stay dry and quit hitting our head when we bush hog it and all. So if they're gonna bring big trucks right in here, they need to widen it up a little bit. It's just time. So we'll go right through spider web. Man, that thing is rough. It's a little damp right there. If we get some daylight on this thing, it won't be at all. It'll dry out quick. But as soon as we come right through here, of course, fire lane down through here, spider web in my mouth. So we opening up into these bigger trees here that need to be thinned bad. I wanted to check this road out. It's rutted a little bit. I rutted this thing bad a few years ago when I was trapping some hogs back in here, and never been straightened out, but it wouldn't take nothing. These trees here are not super big, but they are crowned up, not hardly any daylight. We got to get some daylight on the ground. So there's a little bit of water standing right here, but with the dozer, they could straighten that right up. We can either make a loading pad right there where we just come in, but I would rather them come right in here. Rather them come right in here another 150 yards, the old loading pad right here on both sides of the road, and they can be thinning on both sides. I really want them to get this block here, fire lane all the way around them. I gotta make this one a section. It goes a long way that way. I want to split it. I've got part of it split. I just need to finish it off. But I'm hoping they could get in here. Like I said, if we miss these next few afternoon showers, we'll be good to go. Alright, grinder blade, straight blade hooked up. I got a couple of places that water's not draining off the road good enough, so I'm gonna try to work on a little ditching this morning. Not no major ditches, just enough to get it off the road. The roads are pretty flat. Alright, this little strip from about right here to the top of that hill needs some attention on both sides. It was in pretty good shape. I worked on it with the old blade, but I need to get it ditched just a little bit better on both sides. before I get carried away with that straight blade, I'm gonna go up here with a super grater and slick it off, and we'll watch it and see how it does. Alright, y'all, not just a huge day today, but I was very surprised we got to do what we was able to do. That ground was pretty dry, soaked everything up. That is just a pretty good combination. I can get carried away with that straight blade with a little bit too much. I'm really glad that it is not hydraulic. I don't know, it might be okay. I just really didn't want to spend the money on the hydraulic part. I don't know. It probably would be pretty good, but I get carried away, no telling what I'd cut up with that thing. But it's best to get the water to drain with it and then come back in there with a super grater and slick it off. Boy, it does a really good job. So, but anyway, I forgot to mention also too, I think I woke up to my phone going off with the hog trap 3:30 or so, but the hog was there about 3, and I guess I didn't hear that one. I don't know. Golly, he's been pretty regular around that 2:30 to 3:30 mark. We may just have to set the alarm and get up and stay up and try to catch him. I'd love to get, the big group didn't come through, but that big boar hog came through. Maybe we'll, wish he'd come early one night when I was still up. I hate staying up all night, but anyway, we'll get him eventually. Appreciate y'all watching. Out of here.